Gran.
I'm great. Don't you worry, dear. Never you mind them. They take life way too seriously, not like us. Check in that drawer by my bedside. I want to show you something.
Thanks, Gran, but I'm not hungry.
Not that, it's what's inside. It's some drawings your granddad said I should show you when you turn 8.
But I'm still 7.
Ah, but you're 8 on the inside. Arguing parents age you. Come and sit. Let's look through them.
Gran, what's a tinker?
Well, there's us ordinary folk in the world, going about our business, taking life too seriously and whatnot. And then there are tinkers. Tinkers love to fidget and to fiddle. Hardly ever are they still. Tinkers often end up as makers. You name it, they make it. They're gifted that way. They build things. And when a tinker builds something, well, they can bring things to life. Some in limited ways, some in quite profound ways. Tinkers can turn the whole world upside down just by saying how they see it. And that's why they often end up alone. People don't like that. They like what they know. Your grandfather was a tinker, but he kept it secret. Oh, but I knew. I knew all along because his drawings would sometimes shift and change all on their own. His parents meticulously taught him to be more ordinary every time he added too much shine to the world. Because the nail that stands out will get hammered. So, I suppose that's why he hid that he was different. And what a shame it was. It made him all quiet and secretive. He spent more time in books than he did in the world. And he would sit for hours in his study, playing with the light. That's what he called it. No, he never really accepted that he was a tinker till all his kids were grown and out of the house. And with that, he just grew stranger and stranger to the world. But I never minded, because I knew he was only coming out of hiding and becoming himself. And how could I not love him? I always knew. He started spending more time up in the attic room. He said the light was better there. And I was always wondering about what on earth he must be up to. I thought I would never know that even on his deathbed he would still just smile and say he was reading. But one day, he did show me.
He said,
Please don't think me strange, Margaret, but there's something I want to share with you. Follow me to the attic. Oh, and please do remain calm. They can be very skittish.
And you know what I said? I'll tell you what I said. I said, it's 4 in the bloody morning, Humphrey. I've wondered all these 60 years and this is the time you pick. What about breakfast? But he marched me into his study, empty belly and all, in my 90s.
Just follow me, Margaret, and I show you. Don't touch a thing and sit right there in that chair, and I'll show you. Know it when you see it.
All right, but what am I looking for?
The sunlight. Look, it's happening.
Oh, Humphrey, it's beautiful.
Now, have you ever had a feeling that washes over you, gets you all up in a tiss, in a way that makes you come alive? What would we be without feelings? And that's what a fairy is.
Fairies?
Look, there's one of them. I call them Chimes. They have a whole world, you know, and we can go there. Margaret, don't you see? We can have another whole life, one where we can be exactly who we are. My whole life, I tried so hard to be normal, but it never really worked. And when it did, Well, it was exhausting. It was only in my old age that I realized I never needed to fit. I spent my whole life being a bed cover version of someone. Now isn't that silly? I could have spent all that time learning about myself and seeing what I'm made of, because when I finally did, that's when the extraordinary became possible. That's when a little magic got into my world. Margaret, I finally feel alive. Come live this life with me.
I always will love you, Humphrey, and I won't stop you. I cannot follow you there.
But Margaret, won't you miss me?
Every day, but don't you dare let that stop you. No, I never went. Oh, don't look at me like that. I wanted to see my grandchildren, and someone had to tend the garden. It's too strange. A tinker and their things, it's all too strange for me. Imagine me as a fairy. Ha! Magic, you see. People don't understand. They think it's something other, something unnatural. But to the tinker, magic is the most natural thing in the world, and it will flow like a babbling brook this way or that way, but it will flow. People think magic is a thing that's instant, but it takes patience and care. It takes deliberation and grit. It takes a strong, unwavering kindness that can't be crushed. It takes a deep love.